She loved him in ways that never asked for applause. In quiet mornings and long nights, she chose him without hesitation, without conditions. While the world rushed forward, she stayed, anchored to the belief that love meant patience, endurance, and faith. Every time he doubted himself, she believed harder. Every time he drifted, she pulled closer, convincing herself that loyalty could fix what distance slowly broke. Their story was built on moments others might overlook, unanswered calls she justified, cancelled plans she forgave, silences she filled with hope. She told herself that love was not about being chosen loudly, but about choosing someone even when they made it difficult. And so, she did, again and again. He spoke of dreams that stretched far beyond her reach. A bigger life. A louder world. People who understood him better. Places where he felt more alive. She listened, smiled, and supported him, even when his dreams slowly began to exclude her. She believed love meant standing behind someone, even when they walked ahead without looking back. In her heart, she created reasons for his absence. Work stress. Confusion. Fear of commitment. Anything sounded better than the truth she refused to face. She held on to memories of who he once was, not who he was becoming. That version of him still loved her, still needed her, still belonged with her, or so she believed. The signs were subtle but persistent. His phone face down. His laughter carried elsewhere. His attention drifted into a world she was never invited into. Yet she chose trust over doubt, love over logic. She told herself that questioning him would mean losing him, and losing him was unthinkable. So she stayed quiet. She stayed kind. She stayed loyal. She chose him every time, when it hurt, when it confused her, when it slowly erased parts of who she used to be. Love, to her, was not a choice she made once. It was a promise she renewed daily, even as the ground beneath her heart began to crack. His world began to change in ways she could feel but not explain. New conversations energized him. New people understood him differently. There was a lightness in his voice that no longer appeared when he spoke to her. He wasn't cruel. He wasn't openly dishonest. He was simply elsewhere. He said he needed space to grow. She gave it. He said he felt misunderstood. She listened. He said he was finding himself. She encouraged him. What he never said was that he was finding a life where she no longer fit. In that world, she was invisible. Her sacrifices were unnoticed. Her loyalty was expected, not cherished. While she waited, he connected. While she hoped, he replaced. The infidelity was not loud, it was quiet, emotional, and deeply personal. It lived in late-night messages, shared secrets, and laughter that no longer belonged to her. She sensed it before she knew it. A shift. A coldness. A distance no explanation could bridge. When she asked if something was wrong, he smiled and said everything was fine. And once again, she chose to believe him. But love cannot survive where honesty disappears. His attention had found a new home, and she was no longer welcome there. He didn't leave her suddenly. He left her in pieces, moment by moment, choice by choice. She was still choosing him, but he was choosing a world where commitment felt heavy and freedom felt intoxicating. A world where she was a reminder of responsibility, not desire. And without ever saying goodbye, he emotionally stepped away. The betrayal wasn't just that he loved someone else. It was that he allowed her to keep loving him while he no longer belonged to her. He let her hope when he already knew the ending. And still, she stayed, because letting go felt harder than holding on to something already lost. The truth arrived quietly, without drama or confrontation. It came in the form of clarity, a realization she could no longer ignore. Love does not feel like loneliness. Loyalty does not feel like begging. And choosing someone should not mean losing yourself. She saw it then. Not just what he had done, but what she had endured. The waiting. The silence. The excuses. The way she had shrunk herself to fit into a place where she was never meant to stay. He didn't deny it when she finally spoke. He didn't fight for her when she finally stopped choosing him. His silence confirmed what his actions had been saying all along. He had already left. In that moment, something inside her broke, but something else was born. Acceptance. Painful, heavy, and unavoidable. She understood that love without respect is not love. That loyalty without reciprocity is not devotion, it is self-abandonment. She mourned the future she imagined, the version of him she loved, and the woman she became trying to hold everything together. The betrayal cut deep, but the clarity cut deeper. For the first time, she chose herself. Healing did not come quickly. Some days, memories returned uninvited. Some nights, silence felt heavier than words ever did. But slowly, she rebuilt herself from the pieces she once gave away. She learned that love should feel safe, not uncertain. That being chosen should not require constant sacrifice. And that belonging begins within. She stopped wondering why she wasn't enough and started understanding that the wrong world will never feel like home. His choices were not a reflection of her worth, but of his inability to value what he had. She chose peace over pain, growth over longing, herself over someone who never truly chose her back. And in that choice, she finally belonged.